Well, good morning, everybody. Here we are at Guilford High School's stadium for the Thanksgiving Day game, 1993 version. This is being billed by everyone, the press, the radio, the TV, as the game of the year between the Guilford Indians and the Daniel Hand Tigers. We're here and we're giving you a little look at the crowd. It's anticipated being the largest crowd for a Hand-Guilford game ever. Estimates are in the 8,000 range that'll be here by the time game time, which is a half an hour from now. The weather is absolutely beautiful, crystal clear, a little bit of wind right out of the north. We have temperatures right about now at about 30 degrees. The sun will certainly warm it up. Field conditions are pretty good, considering that this can be a mud bowl sometimes. And as you see the people that are filing in, the hand band just arrived. There's some preliminaries with the Guilford senior football players, the Guilford senior cheerleaders, and the cheerleaders just did a demonstration for us. So as everybody is getting ready for this game, let's set the stage a little bit. Today we are on a hammer watch. We were a couple games ago where Eric passed 1,000 yards for the season. He's up over 1,200. His partner in the backfield, Mike Burrell, is looking to pass 1,000 at this game. He has roughly 7 yards to go, so we'll be watching that for the Burrell watch. Hopefully that'll happen within the first couple of series. That is an outstanding feat because it's never been done before in Daniel Hand football history, with two running backs in the same backfield hitting 1,000 yards in the same season. Prior to this year, there were 7 running backs that had made it in individual years. But this will be the first year, and it's a very rare thing in all of high school. So we're watching and wishing Mike the very best in that, Mike being one of the co-captains along with Peter Lawler. The game has very interesting significance to it because it has a lot in store for both sides. From the Guilford standpoint, this is the first time in their football history that they've ever been in contention for a conference championship and also to potentially make it into the state championship. On the Hand standpoint, the same thing. Hand is right now leading the Coastal Conference and can tie up the Coastal Conference championship with a win today. If they lose today, they will tie with Guilford for the championship. However, Hand is really wanting to win this game and win it handily so that they can put their eye on another week out for the Class M championship. By the time you all get a chance to, well, no, we can't. I was going to say by the time you'd see this on Monday Night Football, but that's not going to be the case. We're trying to get this on the cable channel earlier than usual. We'll try to get it on 7 o'clock most nights over the Thanksgiving Day holiday. So as we are looking down there, I see the Steve Fust, Dr. Steve as I call him, who is ably handling our technical side of the program here, and did a great job last week with editing the 2-camera shoot. And Steve is running the camera for us today. Doing stats for us is Mike Sexton. We brought him in at no small expense to be able to handle the statistics for us. Computer whiz from Maryland. Well, we do want to say we're cohorts. The Spragues. Kent Sprague, who's normally with us, is out being Grampy today. He's out in Michigan with his new grandchild, and then his son Paul, of course, is out there being Uncle Paul. So we wish them the very, very best as they are out there in Michigan. So here we are. We're getting ready to start. It was still quite a ways from game time, but the stands are filling up on both sides. Something different you will see is that usually here at Guilford, both the home and visiting team are on the bleachers across from us. However, this year, because the anticipated crowd, they brought in probably double the stands and have those in front for the Hand team. The Hand faith will be right in front of us here, and the Guilford fans are across the way. So we're starting to get ready here. We're looking. We see a lot of people. We do want to do a couple of little disclaimers here, only from the standpoint of this is a great press box that we're working from. But we have had to make some adjustments. There are a couple of posts that may be in our way on occasion, and Dr. Steve is going to have to lean out the window with the camera. Hopefully we don't have to pull him back in, but we'll let it go at that, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes. Folks, here we are. The Hand team has just entered the field and is running down, getting themselves. They have been out in their pregame warm-ups earlier. Now they're back in on the field after going back for some little skull session, and we're going to give you a chance to see them come on the field and really get psyched into this game. The Guilford band is starting to walk their way down and make their way down from the parking lot, which When we arrived this morning at 8:30 for this 10:30 game, parking lot was already filling up with people out there doing some early morning tailgating, enjoying themselves, good parking places. The significance of the game is important from the standpoint of everybody, as we talked earlier, and there are even shuttle buses being run from further down in Guilford. So what we want to say is keep tuned. We know that you'll know the overall results of this game as far as most people go, but we'll keep you posted.
Small little is the white rock. Let me know when you're recording so I can be quiet.
Tigers. We'll start off with Mike Burrell and their mother and father, Peter and Pam Burrell. Next we have David Bond, mom and dad, Stanley and Patricia Bond. Chad Davis, and it's Bob and Sharon Davis. Ryan Doraz, mother and father Mike and Adana Doraz. Eric Fry, David and Susan Fry. Peter Lawler, we have Carol Lawler Mason, Gardner Mason, and John Lawler. Matthew Soper and Walter Soper. Mike Spangola, mom and dad, Alan and Catherine Spangola. Give them a fine round of applause for their 4 years of dedicated football at Hand High. Thank you so much. Start with the fullback, Mike Burrell, number 5. Quarterback, Mark Acosta, number 12. And the tailback is Eric Hamill, number 22. Frank Flaggo, Peter Lawler, 34. Left guard, Andy Brennan, number 56. Right tackle, Rob Mason, 72. Right guard, Mike Anderson, 76. Left tackle, Chad Davis, 77. Centers, Tim Hevesy, 78. Split end is Dan Guilford, 88. Tight end is Matt Soper, 91. And the defense for the Indians, we have Brian Quick, number 55, left end. Mike Barbera, number 50, at left tackle. Middle linebacker, Brett McHenry, 51. Right end, Jim Smith, 58. Linebacker, Devin Sullivan, 32. Nose guard, Marty D'Amato, number 7. Linebacker, George Hudorf, 28. Left corner, Brian Haas, 21. Free safety, Chris Pearson, 24. Strong safety, Ben Stone, 22. And right corner, Steve DePino, number 2. The captains are now out for the toss of the coin. Burrell and Lawler. We got D'Amato, Hudorfer, and Irons. And the Tigers will be receiving. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please, before the start of the game, we have a very special announcement we'd like to read at this time. The Guilford High School football team would very much appreciate a moment of silence for Lizzie Schwanfelder, a student, a friend that affected all of Guilford High School. A moment of silence, please. Thank you so much. And now, the Guilford High School Band will be playing our national anthem.
That's Kurt Andrews. We're going to hear from Matt DeMeo in just a couple moments. He will be calling in from the Ansonia-Naugatuck game. But let's now send it out to West Haven, where he believes Steve Kirk is. He's got a little report for us. Of course, West Haven taking on St. Joe. Steve? Okay, Steve, thanks very much. That was Steve Kirk down in West Haven. Now I think we've got a Valley report. Matt DeMeo is standing by down there, and I hope we've got him down there. I know it's windy and cold down in the valley. Matt, can you read us what's going on? No, Matt. Okay. We'll wait on that.
The band is just about set, and we'll be having our national anthem.
Ready now. The teams are taking the field. We have Guilford will be kicking off. Two-hand from the left to our right. Actually, we're looking north, so we're going to be going west to east right now with hand picking the ball up and then headed towards that west goal post. The faithful fans for both sides are still filing in. The biggest crowd we've ever seen at the one of Daniel Hand regular season games. It's very exciting. The air is full of electricity. It's certainly different than 4 years ago today when the game was snowed out with a foot of snow on the ground and was reheld on the Saturday game with the snow. The groundskeepers had done a tremendous job getting the snow off the field and piled around the edges, and Hand won that game and went on to win the state championship. Ready. Monaco approaches, kicks the ball. It's a squib kick. It's coming short. And it's kind of bobbled. Peter Lawler had the first shot at it, but he kind of pushed it forward to Eric Hamill, who picks it up and around the 24-yard line. So Hand will be picking the ball from the 24. No return on that because of the squib kick, and that probably was by design all the way. The Hand band cranks itself up right out in front of us here, basically. As we look through the windows here, and the camera's going to have to be working its way around a couple of posts. But Hand approaches the ball. Gumkowski wearing 14. Prepares, hands it off to Hamill on a blast. Kibble Hand right side blast. First play, 90% of the games hit that way. We picked up maybe a yard and a half, 2 yards. Okay, the first crack of the helmets has been done. the hand offensive line, which is becoming highly touted now on the side of Tim Hevesy, hiking that ball back to Grimkowski with Anderson and Mason over on the right side. Okay. Again to Hamill, same play up the middle, off that drive position. Nice big hole, opens up. Very, very nice hole opens up. Now about 5-yard gain by Hamill, so Eric has carried it twice. Okay, again, Turner Larragee comes out. Now we're looking. Remember, we have the Burrell watch on. Burrell in full. Hamill back on the tail. And the Burrell. Ball's down. Ball gets picked up by Guilford. Guilford's going to recover and have fabulous field possession for themselves. So fumbled, lost by hand, recovered by Guilford. Mikey went in there and tried to get a couple of an extra yard, a little extra second effort. The ball gets stripped out. He was hit by about 6 players. Okay, now it's up to Hand's defense to come back, regain the ball. Early game turnover. However, that's not going to hurt Hand in the long run. They will come back. The front 4 is in there. We got Soper, Salmani, Hevesy, and Anderson. Okay, pass, quick pass out to the side. And we've got a penalty flag coming down on that. So way on the other side of the field from our angle. It's hard to see who was there, but Eric Hamill was over on the tackle. I think it's going to come back. It should be. Usually it's a clip. When you see that come down, and it is. It's signaled by the referees. A clip. Going to be danced backwards here. That was a quick screen play out to the left flank. And it was caught initially, but it was only going for a couple of yards. But now it will come back with a lot more. This is Frank Tordoff from Madison Cable TV. Steve Hughes running the camera, and Mike Sexton on statistics for us today. Oh, how about that? We didn't even know that. High tech arrives in the mic. The mic on the field, so we're going to be hearing the calls directly off the field. Real high tech game today. All right, Guilford approaches the field. Getting ready, the hiker ready to pass it back to Bob Riggio, the quarterback. Hands defense, ready to pounce. The ball hikes quickly. It's coming up center. And immediately hit at the line. Maybe a yard, maybe 2. All right, Hands defense came up nice and strong. Peter Lawler making it up in there, but the whole front line actually was able to hold their position real well. Came to the right side. They moved away from Hevesy and Mason on that side. Came over here against Anderson and Soper. Doesn't make much difference. All of them are all conference players.
We got a second down.
Matter of fact, all but Soper are juniors as well. Okay, same formation, same look. Man in motion, tags. Comes back, quick dive up the center. Stone makes it up on the second play, and he probably got about 10 yards on that play. That was a nice fake by Riggio. Kind of the attention was put on to the man in motion, and the dive came on a trap up the center. All right. So 3rd down and about 5 yards to go. Guilford on the move with the ball. I would expect this. You're going to end up with a pass, I would assume, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Hortifer, their tight end, get the ball. No, he's going out on a pass. Same play. And he's got it. Couple of missed tackles out there we have. And brings him down, but it's going to be a 1st down on about the 10, 12-yard line.
Ball's at about the 12-yard line. 12-yard line.
Wow, that was something. That was a real hard dive. I didn't pick up the number on the guy who was running it. It was Stone. About 12-yard gain on that. Okay, Hand has got to tighten up now. There's a short inside the red zone. So far, the offensive line for Guilford has been doing a nice job throwing their blocks on Hand. Same look, same play, same thing. Stone's got the ball, and he's inside the 5 on that. He might even have a 1st.
4.
Yeah, not quite a 1st on that. Well, Guilford certainly has got some momentum coming off that, picking up from the fumble.
4 yards to go for the touchdown.
But the fans are all excited to watch what's going on here as Guilford is pouncing and threatening real strong. Second down, 1.5, 2 yards to go to first down territory, and they only have about 3 to go to touchdown. Up the center, mid hard, fast, hard. Okay, we had Mason in on that. We've got Ryan Torres, Tommy Malik. Going to be close to a first down. Second's going to third. Another thing we ought to bring up at this point is, for those of you at home, is that Guilford has a very highly touted kicker who has already had 7 field goals this year, and anything inside the 30 is supposedly in his range. However, we might have a little bit of a factor if it does come down to that. Okay, third down, about a yard to go. Tight end play could be. No, up the center. He's met. He's brought down.
No gain. The ball's on the 3-yard line. About the 3.
It's going to be interesting to see if that's going to maybe be a first down, probably be a measure. Looks like they're, yes, sir, going to measure it out, otherwise it's fourth down. So we had Sullivan making that carry for about 2. Okay, we're going to be bringing it out. It's going to be close to the first down. If it does become the first, then obviously Guilford will have a fresh 4 to go, 3 yards approximately. And as it measures, they've got it just by about half a football length. So Guilford threatening strong with 3 yards to go. So 1st and 3 to pay dirt out there for Guilford. Hands defense going to have to hold tight. Again, we've got out there on the front line Soper, Anderson, Mason, Hevesy. Mac Dolan over there on the far side on the corner. Looking wishbone. Looks like it may be some move out there. Oh, how about that? Haven't seen this. Going right up the center, though. Met first, met hard. Boy, that was going to make about a yard off of that. That was D'Amato carrying for Guilford, but he was met by a host of hand defenders on that. The hand team wasn't really fooled very much, but they definitely did not put the killer touch on them by wrapping hard and bringing them down. And it's got to make their wraps on the tackles. That's the one thing they haven't quite been able to get their arms fully around and involved. Ready for the hike. Riggio takes it. Hands off again. And it's close. He's not there. He's going to be
maybe 1.5, 1.5.
Yeah, it's going to be about a yard to go on this thing here. Hand met him hard, met him strong, brought him down. Okay, so far we've seen Sullivan, Stone, and D'Amato carrying the ball for Guilford. Hands defense takes the place. They're having to sit right down on the goal line. Goal line stand, third down. See if Hand can get a good crush. Watch it. Oh, pass, pitch out, and he's in. D'Amato is number 32, and if that's the case, no, that's Devin Sullivan. Devin Sullivan. Yeah. Okay, so first blood is taken now by Guilford. It took them about 9 plays to get down the field after recovering the fumble, but that fumble was costly for Hand. And now we've got going for the extra point. The stellar and all-conference kicker, Lou Monaco, getting ready to kick that thing. No wind right now, showing on the flag directly behind the goalpost. He's up, and it's blocked. It's blocked. What a play. Nice job, Robbie Mason. Big Rob Mason came through there and laid a brick on Monaco. How about that? That could be a big point. Okay, we like that one. All right, and now 6-0. Guilford's got the lead so far off a quick turnover in the first series by Daniel Hand. Now we'll see then the kickoff Hand to get the ball and go again. We saw the first pattern that was set up by Guilford was a squib kick. The squib kick to come down and keep it out of Eric Hamill's hands and Peter Lawler's hand, and it did work because there was no return by Hand. And let's see, they'll probably set up to do the very same thing.
They've got a Notre Dame tackle on our tackle on the tight end side. They've got
Okay.
tackle lined up in the B gap on the
There we
other
go.
side.
Getting ready for the kick now. Monaco again after his block. He hasn't had many blocked this year. That was authoritatively blocked by Rob the Mason. Ready, addresses the ball, kick, squib again. Picked up by Anderson. He covers like a fullback. Buzz a bash on the player coming in to tackle him. Rob, nice job on that. I mean, Mike, excuse me. Here's one kid, 240-pound Mike Anderson, I would not want to come up head-to-head with. He hit the man and sent him backwards, but he also came down. But Hand has good field possession of 42. First, and let's go. And the band cranks up to give some spirit out there. Domkowski gets ready, takes the ball. It's a pitch to the left to Hamill. He's got it, moves forward just above the line of scrimmage. No gain on that to speak of. It was defended very well by Guilford. First play for Hand to come to the left side. There was the short side on that. There wasn't quite enough there for Hamill to come out and make the corner. Burke will do it. You know he will. You can't hold him down. Pete Lawler comes out. Danny Guinapero's in. Flanking right. Slot man, Ryan Torres. Okay, up to Burrell, up the center. He's got five yards on that for Mikey Burrell. Looking at the Burrell coverage here, 5. Looking for a couple, 3 more to break that 1,000. Third down and about 6 or 7. And ready, addressing Hevesy, attacks the ball. Get ready to put it back. His offensive line ready to go. Okay, looking pass. Mark rolling out. Passes to Danny Guinapero. He got it. Danny Guinapero, outstanding catch for the first down. Nice pass by Mark. He had to thread that very, very strongly. Herdeford was on there, almost ready to pick it off, but it was just out of his grip. Danny kept his concentration on that. Congratulations, Big Dan. All right, 1st and 10. Hand on the move. Guilford, Indians, 45-yard line. Domkowski, ready, far side. Burrell goes again. They're really tearing on Mikey. He's maybe got 1, maybe 2. But they're keying hard. They know that Hand wants to make Burrell that 1,000-yard runner again. So they're keying hard on the let's say, line for rushing. Whew. I hope my voice is going to hold up. It's an exciting game. Okay, Guinapero coming wide left. Brings a quarterback over with him. Okay, showing a lot. Domkowski rolling out here to the left. He takes it upfield himself. Tucks it away for about a 3-4 yard gain. Domkowski. He had a chance. Nobody opened up out there. Guinapero was heavily covered. So Domkowski tucked it away and ran it up himself. He saw that he had a little opening there. Okay, Burrell's out. Okay, going in with a play.
Now they're back to this.
Okay, we got Hamill and Larragee in the backfield. Larragee playing that fullback position. Lawler slotted in motion. Okay, going to the right. Domkowski passes to Lawler. Lawler was open, nobody on him, but the pass wasn't quite there. There was a breakthrough of the line. Marty D'Amato for Guilford was able to get through that line and almost had his hand on Domkowski. Not quite. We've got a lot of interference here from people on all sides and above us with the field announcer. But everybody's excited. You can hear it in the voices. Punt. Tommy Hopkins. Back deep to Chris Pearson. He's hit immediately, but not brought down. He almost breaks loose. He's going to give it to Guilford on about the 21-yard line. But we just had a hand coach up here spotting in the booth talking about it.
They'll put the ball in play at the 22-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10, the Indians.
Okay. All right, Hand's defense, they're going to try to stop the Guilford Indians now. They did hold them, they did slow them down, but they just didn't have quite enough before that last touchdown. Guilford ahead with 1:52 in the first period. Going back, passes out to Sullivan. Sullivan's down, but he keeps his balance a little bit, makes a couple more yards, for about a 7-yard gain, I would say. For Sullivan. Okay. All right. Now, that Sullivan is a big boy out there. We have no weights and measures on our program here. And it's kind of funny how some coaches don't like to show weights and measures. It's one of those coach things. However, it's good for the people in the field to be able to know what's happening and size of the young men and everything. Okay, same play.
No, missed tackle.
Okay, it's going to be first down or close to it. Sullivan again, he came up off tackle. Yes, okay, they're giving him the first down. Little spot, so it's going to be now on about the 35-yard line, 32. Let's call it the 32. And it's pretty much been smash mouth football right up the center. Hand is missing tackles, though. And young men have got to wrap harder and pull them in. Okay, here we go. Watch out. Man in motion. Tags. Quick trap up the center. Hand got it. Okay, first hit by Tommy Malik. Mikey Anderson was in there. But Tommy Malik really brought him down. But that was a trap formation that you could see with the man in motion and almost a counter play, if you will. And it was successful in the first series of downs that Guilford had, but it only went for maybe a yard and a half that time. Okay, again, dressing the ball is Riggio, coach's son for Guilford. Getting ready. And shifts a little bit with a man in motion. It's coming this side. Met at the line, going for a loss. Met Soper stayed home. Got him down. Okay, Mike Anderson also on the deck. Mike Anderson stayed home and took the block. Soper stayed on his feet and was able to bring him down. Okay. That was a loss. Third down and a bunch. Watch, a pass play is normally indicative at this time. Oh, timeout. What we have is a change of the quarter. All right, here we are, folks. At the end of the first quarter is Guilford 6, and with the ball, and nothing. Switch of the fields now. Guilford is going east to west, and it's third down and about 7 yards to go. Pass situation. Oh, he showed it. How about that? Sullivan's got the ball. He's met. Does he go? Oh, man, it looked pass all the way, but it was a quick handoff to Sullivan, who looked like the blocking back. He came forward, and he may have fought his way to the first down. Yes, they gave it to him. Okay, he actually dove for that at the very end of the play. And there were, again, some missed tackles by hand. So far, if we had $1 for every missed tackle by hand, would be rich people. But you better believe the boys are going to hunker down and wrap those arms. Going to drive through those tackles. I don't see the heavy drive right now. Maybe it's just something going to work into as they warm up here. Okay, Guilford ball. Quarterback auction, almost taken down in the backfield, but he's still going. And he's got about a 9-yard run on that. And had 2 or 3 chances to tackle him or slow him down. Didn't quite work. Tommy Hopkins did force him to the farther side. Missed who did the tackling on. Sorry, folks. All right, it's going to be close for a measure. They're taking the chains across again. Yes, so far what you've been able to see on this is that you've had Guilford team going left and right and some option plays up the center. But so far, as you look, no wonder that this Devin Sullivan is highly touted as a running back. So far this year, he has almost 800 yards. But he's doing his job today. That one was by Riggio, though. Another first down. So now first down from about the hand 46 as Guilford is on another drive. Okay, hand has got to wrap those tackles. Here we go. Got ready, man in motion coming our way. Up the center with Sullivan again. He's met hard and gets about 2 yards on that. Really a stretch of the bodies, and in he went. So Anderson and Mason were able to hold their own on those. Okay, hand is starting to get the feel for that. It's the sweeps. We're going to have to watch for the trick play a little bit, although Indians are not really trick play bound, but they may have some out there. Okay, Franker coming wide. Herderford, this is their big go-to guy.
Same
All right, man in motion. This is what they've done that dive on before, and they're not, but they're swinging wide with Sullivan. He's met, and he's hit. All right, we've got Hevesy out in there first. Well, let's see what jersey. Soper, beautiful job. Tommy Mallett, nice job. Mallett got there as Soper was holding off the blockers, and then Soper was able to put him away. Nice job. Third down and about 7 again. Okay, and last series had Guilford in the same situation, but let him get away. That was when they just had a little delay handoff to Sullivan, who brought it to this side. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Coming wide is flanker Chris Pearson. Okay, going back, showing pass.
Run out loud.
In the dirt, no good.
Penalty against them, they were in motion.
All right. Got me 4th down or with a penalty flag down. See what happens. Yeah, there was definite motion going on out there. Okay, Rob Mason goes in, Mike Burrell goes in. Fourth down, about 8 yards, 7 yards maybe to go. And chose not to take that and give them another chance at it. That's a good decision. Okay. What we're looking at now is Guilford with 9 minutes, 58 seconds left in the second period. The ball is down on about the 44-yard line offhand. They're showing punt. See if this gets carried off this way, or they have something tricked in mind. They could do a trick play on this because 2 of their blockers are playing. Okay, fumbled slightly. You got to miss. Okay, takes a Guilford bounce, comes down about the 10-yard line. Hand is going to pick the ball up far side of the field. Okay, switching, and the offense taking the field. All right, now Hand's got another chance. So far, the Guilford defense has been able to play havoc on Hand, and is going to crank it up. Right now, we've got the Hand team looking into the sun. Domkowski getting ready. Hey, baby, cranked up by the band. Hamill did a nice job on that. Handoff coming up across the right tackle again. And he had maybe 4 or 5 yards on that. I'd say 5.
Second down and 5.
Okay, second down. Here we go. All right, Guinapero comes off. We got Lawler coming wide. We got Bob Dugan coming wide. And from about the 15-yard line, takes the ball. Quick blast up the middle there by, there we go, Mikey Burrell. That should be a first down, 5-6 yards on that. And unofficially, that should put Mikey over the 1,000 yards. Okay. All right, unofficially here, but nonetheless, it should be good unless something comes back. Mike comes off the field for a moment. So right now, at this point in the game, at 8:42, second period, we have Mike Burrell with a 1,000-yard season. Okay, coming right, looking pass. Domkowski, the ball, wide open, Duggan. Got the ball, he brings forward. Got about an 8-yard gain on that pass. All right, nice job. Wide open, he turned into the seam of the zone out there. Got about 8 yards, so behind, second down and 2 yards to go. A lot of excitement. Now the wind has shifted out of the north and is now coming at us a little bit from the northeast. And the flags are holding themselves straight out. Domkowski gets ready. Taps Big Tim. Ready. Ball comes to Hamill. A little delay up in the right. It's going to be maybe a 1.5 yard gain, something of that nature. Didn't really go anywhere too much by Eric, but nonetheless. Okay, third and about a yard. All right, that defense on the run so far has been very good. Hand's offense is going to have to come off a little bit more, I think, a little bit stronger. But they can do it. They've got the horses. Big Timmy gets over the ball, caresses it, makes it comfortable. Back to Domkowski, wide to Hamill. Then at the line, he's got the first down coming forward. Line of scrimmage will probably move it about line of scrimmage plus 3 or 4, I'd say. 2, that's okay. First down is all we counted. All right, Hand has started the march on the 10, is up to about the 30-yard line now. First down, 32-yard line. Got to get about the 42. All Okay. The defense for Guilford has been stubborn, and that is maybe an understatement at this point. Okay, hand, Tommy Hopkins in tight, showing two tights now. Okay, coming up the center is Hamill. 4 or 5 yards again. So far, Eric is doing some real tough grinding on the ground. He hasn't had a chance to show his legs yet, but he has really learned this year how to hit that line and take on the blockers, take on the tacklers, and drive through them. One of the big ways he has gained, and I'm watching him this year. Nice job, Eric. Okay, in the backfield with him is Mike Burrell and Ike Hamill. Okay, Burrell's got about another 2 or 3. It's going to be third down in about 2 or 3. As hand moves and approaches their own 40-yard line, just shy of the 40, probably 2 or 3 yards. They didn't give him much of a spot on that one. Okay, here we go. All right, Soper comes off. Going wide is Bob Duggan. Okay, right here in the flanker is Peter Lawler. Okay, Gumkowski looking for Lawler. He's got him, and he'll be right going across the stick out of bounds. The spot will be very, very important. First down. Got it. There you go. Pete the Lawless Lawler. Okay. Very good. Nice short out and dump, and Pete knew exactly where he needed to go to get the first down. He did. So now, hand, first down about the 43-yard line. Heading into Indian territory with this series. The defense gets ready to take them on. Really crushing the front line up here. Okay, pass out to Hamill. He's hit hard right at the line of scrimmage by really rocked and shaken on that by some heavy tackles. Gained about 1.5 yards though, so he brought it off the line. It closed very, very quickly on him out there. So the Guilford line right now is taking the blocks very well, and it's the linebacker core that's coming in and making the tackles. And has got to take out those linebackers and try to get into the secondary. Only 1 man back, 2 men back at most.
Behind them and too deep.
Okay, Hand is going wide this time with Lawler. He's got himself around the left side, stiff arms, brought down. Nice run by Peter Lawler. Nice play called out there by Daniel Hand. Now one, Lawler normally playing the flanker, which he did. He took a slot position. Handoff, very similar to what Guilford did earlier with Sullivan. Pete really able to put his legs in motion out there. Pete the Lawless Lawler. Nice job. 2 plays in a row. 2 first downs in a row for Pete, for that matter. Nice job. And ready. Gumkowski takes the ball. Back to Hamill. Hamill off the center. He's got some room. He moves. Looks like another first down. That center opened up like gangbusters that time. Nice job. What we were able to see on that one is that hole up the center moved very, very, very openly as far as the hand blockers went. Able to take out the linebackers. Eric getting into the backfield, and safety tackle on that. Save from Eric really opening up and getting out there further. Okay, Hand taking over now from about the 30-yard line. Heading down there. First is just over the Guilford 20, at about the 19. Mark gets the ball. Again, he's looking. Now passes in the delay. The Hamill. Hamill is brought down. He's actually hit behind the line of scrimmage, but he didn't let the linebacker who sliced through came through and got him first. Didn't bring him down. Eric lunged forward. Yeah, actually got a little bit of a gain off of that. Nice job, Eric, on his second effort.
That's second down and 9.
The linebacker was Brent McHenry for Guilford. He was written up at the paper as being outstanding this year, and you can see a nice job on his part that time. Okay, Hand gets ready. Hopkins wide. Lawler slot. Gumkowski's got his option. He's coming wide. He's got it looking for the corner. No, he's passing it deep. And incomplete down there in the very deep in the corner. Didn't get it far enough. Hopkins had plenty of room behind him. The safety was inside Hopkins, and a long pass would have gotten to him. He had room back there. He had the whole end zone, actually. Third down and about 9 yards to go for him. Okay, almost an interception. Actually, Hopkins saved that from being intercepted. Okay, here we go. Hands showing a lot. Okay, looking for the oh, he is sacked. Face mask, actually. Well, let's see if...
Call for intentional grounding.
Yeah, you're going to see Gumkowski is actually
Face mask.
picked up, but he was brought down with a face mask. You can see his head get yanked right back on that. All the flags, all the flags came out. You can see him just, boom, almost tore his head off. The Indians tried to scalp Gumkowski. See if the Tiger can go out there and eat him up now. Okay, that was a real break for him. Heavy face mask. He was going down and did not need to grab him, but yeah, maybe Gumkowski could have stayed up on that and then gotten that a completed pass. So, yeah, 15-yard penalty. Hand is going to have the ball on about the 15-yard line. So first down for Hand from the Guilford 15. I think that was McHenry that came back on that too. We just given him some plaudits, and he did again. He sliced through, picked up the passing situation, and but hey, we'll take it. Woo! 3:38, second period. Timeout on the field. We'll take a break. Okay, Hand first from the 15 of the Indians. Going in there. Pitch back. Gumkowski looking to move. He can't. Nothing there. It's closed in on him. 15, same. Second and 15.
And quick.
No gain.
Second down and 10.
Okay, here he goes. Larragee comes in with the play. Talks it over with Mr. Gumkowski. Now, Mr. Gumkowski is in the sidelines. This is Mark that's out there in the field. All right, everybody sets. Under the center. Snap is there. Up the center to Burrell. Is that Mike in there or was that Larragee?
11-yard line.
Nice little gain out there
11-yard line.
by Larragee. All right. Larragee did that. Did a good job.
Third down.
All right. Third down and about 5 for Hand. They really were in a position now where Hand can be looking at making that 5 yards in 2 plays. Looking pass. Gumkowski's got it. He's looking. He's being pressured and he's down for a loss. Out of bounds for a sack. Whoa, the hand line looked like it just fell apart that time, guys. Did not hold their blocks at all. And since the fade was coming here to the short side, Mark ran out of territory. So it's going to be 4th down and about 14 yards to pay dirt. So Hand's going for it. They're going to try to do something here. Try to get that first down. Gumkowski, look pass, didn't have pass. He's looking all the way up, and he's out of bounds. So he made back about 5 yards of that, but Hand is going to give the ball back over in bounds. So Guilford's defense, although it bent, it certainly did not break and was able to hold Hand. So now they're going to be getting the ball back on their own 15. They were 2:19 left in the first half of play here. It's Guilford 6, Hand nothing. If you were to say anything so far, the Guilford defense has certainly been strong. On the other side of the ball, when Guilford's had the ball, Hand's tackling has left a lot to be desired so far. Okay, quarterback, hands off, 4 or 5 yards on the play. Okay.
High on that one. High on that one. He got trapped.
Well, we're looking at that. Came right up the center by Sullivan again. Sullivan being the workhorse of the game for Guilford. The Indians talking over the next play, coming to the line. So far, they've been able to keep Hand off balance pretty much, I've got to say, because they've mixed the plays up well. Hand hasn't been able to pick up a pattern. They're showing a couple of flankers now. With Ryan Doris picking up one and Eric Hamill the other, but it's a pitch out wide to Sullivan. Hand has got to trace it far. Okay, brought down very, very well by Malik. Tommy picked him up well, and I don't even know that they had a gain on that. He may not have even made it to the line. Well, moving it maybe half a foot is about what they got. Nothing big. Tony Merritt coming up big. 3rd down and about 5. Here we go. What are we going to see? Kind of slow taking form here. Is somebody calling a timeout or something on the field? Okay, back in play now. After a timeout on the field, we've got addressing the ball, Riggio for Guilford. Take their place, looking to go. 3rd down on a bunch, showing a couple of flankers. Going to go short out here to Hereford. Nope. Where are they going with that? Is it going to be a 1st down or isn't it? Can't quite tell from our angle. It looks like a 1st down. It certainly is. He had Hereford way the heck over here on the near side as far as the receiver goes, and he would have had clear pay dirt all the way down. Nobody even close to him on Hand's defense. But they went the other direction, and Hand almost was able to hold them back. But again, some big missed tackles, block tackle. We're looking now, 1st down, 10 yards to go from roughly the 28. Pitch out wide to Sullivan again, and he goes almost nowhere. He's going to maybe pick up a yard. But Hand's defense coming up well on that one. Host of Hand players over there, Matt Soper among them. Kind of interesting what we're looking at here now. 2nd down, Guilford's looking to run the clock out to go in the locker room ahead. 40 seconds and counting.
2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Kind of look maybe to try to bring something out wide. Hereford's coming way over here again. Eric Hamill's on him. They're going to try to get something on the board. Nope. They pass it up the center quickly. Stone has the ball. He makes maybe 4 or 5. Really 3rd and about 5. 3rd and about 5 yards for Stone. Still looking. 13 seconds and counting in the half. The wind has picked up very strong. The flag behind the time clock is holding out in pretty good shape. So we've got a lot of people here today, a lot of people. Beautiful day, and the time runs out on the 2nd period. So as the two teams go to the locker room on this game of the year, which everybody has touted for such a strong and very defense-oriented game, and we've seen exactly that. Guilford goes in the locker room ahead, 6-0 on Hand. The 6 points on a touchdown, on a turnover actually of Hand in the 1st period. Block punt. The block point after, so that they didn't get that point after. Hand has not been able to mount a real strong offense, so they brought it down here very quickly on 3 or 4 1st downs, and then got sacked twice in a row, basically, and was not able to get finally in a pay dirt. So what we're looking at here before we go to halftime is a score, 6-0. This is Madison Cable TV, and we'll be coming back to you probably with some of the halftime highlights, and take a break.
That's about Sue leading questions. Welcome back to Guilford High School. What we're going to do now is we're going to take you around again to the local high school scene as the halftime is getting underway. That team and the white horse.
These are my display
here at the Guilford game here at Guilford High School.
30 years ago.
These things are in nowadays. Listen, you have to start wearing them to work. It's like, God, everybody's wearing them. I have a pair of these.
First, let's start it off with Steve Kirk. They're near the half of the game between West Haven and St. Joe's. And Steve Kirk, can you give us an update? What's going on?
Do we have any staff?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Damien High School Tiger Marching Band is under the direction of Richard Fasano. Watch now as drum majors Angela Catapiano, Matt Cimento, and Liz Milligan lead the band downfield to the Bill Shannon 1961 rock and roll hit, Runaway. As the band sets the stage, the Tigerhead Flag Squad, led by Captain Sabina Rolstead, Lee Tellier, and Gwen Goodman, will now perform to an all-time Beatles favorite, Get Back. To close our halftime show, that Tiger Band and Flag Squad will perform our school fight song, On Wisconsin. Tiger Band, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, here we are, ready to start the second half of the Thanksgiving Day game in Guilford. We've got Guilford ahead 6-0 over the Daniel Hand Tigers. Welcome back, everybody. Glad you're watching us here on Madison Cable TV. We have Frank Tordoff doing your play-by-play and Frank Tordoff doing the color for you. And we have on the camera doing technical is Dr. Stephen Fust. And doing our stats is Mike Sexton ably handling us some numbers here. The storyline as we get ready to kick off is that Guilford has been able to get that lead on a miscue of hand in the very first period and took it in about 30 yards for a touchdown, and the point after was blocked. Statistics are very, very similar. Little squib kick out there by Tommy Hopkins. It's kind of bouncing around. Knee was down. Knee was down. Yeah, no real chance to run that back. Oh, no need of that. I don't know why there would have been a flag down when there was a... the knee was already down by the player who received the ball. Okay, statistics, as I was saying, are very, very similar. We have for Daniel Hand, we have Eric Hamill with 33 yards for the first half, 14 from Mike Burrell, passing the 1,000-yard mark. And then we had a little bit more. We had Dan Larragee with 4, Lawler with 14, Gumkowski with 5. For Guilford, Sullivan is by far their big workhorse out there with 34 yards, and Stone, though, has also got 31 out there and 15 for Riggio. 1 yard for D'Amato. All right, after a big, after a penalty on a kickoff, Guilford's got the ball starting at their 40-yard line, pitch out wide out here to Sullivan, and he has himself a breakaway for about 5 yards on that. Well, didn't see what the penalty was about on the kickoff. It certainly was ill-advised. Oh, okay. Technical director says it was a personal foul. Not a good kind of foul at all. All right, so 5-6-yard gain right off on the first play from scrimmage, second hand, Guilford. Guilford actually went in the locker room with some momentum in their favor, and it's quite simple. Hand has to just follow the basics. Keep it home, follow, and drive through on their blocking. And here we go. Again, Sullivan met well, tackled well by Mac Dolan. Mac is the man we've been talking all year. With Sumray playing a hard game every game and keeping a clean shirt. Well, he got down and dirty that time, Mac. We know you've been doing it all year, but nice job. Mike Salmani comes out. Mac Dolan, beautiful tackle, and stayed low and took the knees right out. Third down and about 4 or 5. Okay, Guilford showing, looking pass wide, out deep. Completion out there to Stone. Flag is down. We got a flag, is right. It's going to come back, but that pass was indeed complete. It showed well. Okay. Whoa. All right, Hand's glad to see that one come down. I'm sure they'll accept it because that was a first down play. Let's see what they're going to show on this. Yep. Okay, third down is going to come over. Going to be a do-over on that, but they're going to have about almost 10 yards to go. Nice job. That was a good comeback for Hand as far as we want. All right, defense has got to come up strong and hold them on this third. Third down. Guilford addresses the ball. The Indians ready to come out. The Hand Tigers ready to pounce. The ball rolling to his right, and he's tackled, but he got the ball away, incomplete. Okay, and Matt Soper was coming on strong to give the quarterback some pressure as they rolled away from him, but it's fourth down, 10 yards to go. This should be a kick away for Guilford. And get a chance now to pick the ball up and drive. Should be able to get fairly decent field position, although the Guilford team has some good kickers, which is sort of a reflection of their soccer team. Soccer has been a big sport here in Guilford for years and years, and football coming on strong. Okay, low snap, but he's going to get it away. It's a short. Yeah, short, and it's going to have a hand bounce. Okay, going to be Hand will get it about the Hand 49-yard line on a short and high kick. Excuse me, short high kick, and it actually came down on the point and bounced back to Hand about 3 yards. So Hand with field position in their favor, just about midfield. Hand needs to come off and get some adrenaline flowing. Timmy Hevesy out there. We got Guinapero coming way wide. We've got in the flank, slot flank is Peter Lawler. Okay, we've got Hamill coming up. Takes the ball. He's got about 1.5 yards too on the carry. Okay, what it is Guilford is looking again. They had that defense set up as if they're looking for a run, and that's exactly what Hand threw at them. Okay, Guinapero out. Bob Duggan goes in with his with the play. Gumkowski tells the troops what's going on. All right, let's take a look now. The defense has been very strong for the Indians, but they're doable. They can be had. And Lawler. Passes out to Lawler, and he's got it. He turns upfield, and he slips on the field. A little bit muddy right out in front of him, but he got 6-7 yards. How about 6 yards on that? Third down. Third down. Okay. Third and about 4 for that first. And really needs to pick it up to get some momentum, some steam rolling for themselves. Come on, Tigers, let's roll it. Burrell out. Larry is in for Burrell. Hamill. This is one of those that go either way. Probably maybe be an option. Option for Gumkowski. Takes it, passes it out to Hamill. Hamill's up. He's got the first down. Dives for it. Nice job. He's brought down by linebacker, but nonetheless, he gets through there all right for what he needed. The first down. Tigers about the 38-yard line first, going into Guilford. Headed eastbound. Flag is in their favor as far as it's waving in the breeze. Okay, Hamill comes out to take a break. Hands showing different. Okay, Hands got some receivers, got a couple of tight ends. Burrell back there, pitch out wide, coming strong to the side. Burrell gets to about 3 or 4. Just not quite enough room over on their side for Mike to take it and to be able to turn up and really get some, get the advantage of his speed. Okay, Hand puts some troopers back in. Hopkins out. Larragy's in. Burrell's out. Okay, who else we have? Okay, Perez, Big D, comes out. Duggan's in. Hamill's in. Larragy's in. Lawler. And the front line, ready. And coming back, Gumkowski showing pass, going deep. Lawler's taking it a little too far. A little bit more and he would have been out there. So it's going to be third down at about 7. But it was good. Peter really got out there, and if he had either a little bit shorter pass or a little bit more speed, he would have been there, and he would have been in pay dirt. Okay, Hand. Third down, about 7. Larraghy out. Hopkins in. Burrell in. This is a tricky choice. Normally you're going to think pass on this. Bob Duggan goes wide to the left. Peter slots it in here on the Peter the Lawless. Gumkowski rolls to the left. He's lucky. He's trying to make the corner. He passes Sullivan. He goes deep. He's going. He's still moving up to about the 15.
Now at about the 14-yard line.
Yes, sir. Nice, Rob. He had the option to go. The receivers didn't open up. He just kept carrying. He took the wide side of the field. Nice job by Gumkowski. We have that marked at about a 14-yard run. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, Hand. First down and about the, I'm going to call it the 17-yard line. Pick that momentum up, Hand. Now we have to try to get the ball in the hands of the guys who've gotten you here all year long. Nothing new, nothing different. The blocks have to be made. They have to be held. Come back, okay. Nothing on that play. Slicing right through on that was the linebacker McHenry again. Boy, he is doing one well of a job out there because he's stopping Eric Hamill or any of the hand backfield before they get going. He's slicing right through there for whatever is that defensive scheme. I don't have a chance to be watching it real well. Okay, 2nd and 10 for Hand. Bob Duggan going wide left. Slotted is Lawler. Okay. Hamill going over to the left, and he's brought down again. He didn't really have a chance to get going out wide. Maybe it would have been advisable to see him kind of float out further to the left, then turn it up. But it's 3rd down and 10 for him. 3rd and 10 from about the 16-yard line. This is territory again where Hand tried to do it in 2 steps instead of trying to get the 1st and 10 all at once. Okay, Duggan coming to the right. Lawler slotted into the right. Hamill, Burrell. Domkowski, keeper. Bring it up, passing out, and it's too long. To Bobby Duggan was in the open there, but he just led him a little bit too far. So it's going to be 4th down and 10 for Hand. This is a big come up down here. Okay, what are we looking at? Well, Hand's passing game has been sputtering a little bit, been running at about a 40% clip during the season.
Yeah, he's got to get down to the 8-yard line.
We gotta get it. We gotta move it in there, folks. The Hand faithful is on edge. Everybody's standing on the sidelines. Nobody is sitting in their seats. Looking at Gumkowski coming wide. He's got a heavy pressure on, and again he throws it wide. I think there was some interference they should have called down there. The Hand receiver went down. I think he could have gotten it. Hey, Hand turns it over on downs. Guilford will pick it up again now, but on the 16-yard line. So you've had a couple of good defensive moves here by both teams. There's 6 minutes left in the 3rd period, 6:34 to be exact. But you are finding that Hand is just not quite able to make those passes the way they'd like to. It's been a couple of good ones, but they're a little bit too long under the conditions. Okay, Riggio gets the ball, hands it back into Sullivan. He's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage for virtually no gain. They may move the stick a little bit, but it won't be much. Going to breathe across the line a little bit is about all they did. The Hand team came in well, held them. Going to be 2nd and about 8, we'll get it. Okay, Guilford is moving east to west. It is cold in this booth, although there's heat here. The ice in the windows have not melted off. It's still probably 30, 35 degrees, if not, I mean, in the shade it's colder. It's certainly keeping everything frozen. Quick pass out to the side, out to Herder here. He's met immediately by Hamill, but it's going to be just short of the 1st down, I would call it. But he's been wide open out here. Oh, they're giving the 1st down. The first time we've seen it come out there. He's been their go-to guy, the highest scorer in the team, number 28, George Herder. He had plenty of room. He had no pressure on him in his setup position out there, which was really not even to head upfield, just turn and take a quick pass. Okay, they're looking to now try to exploit, I'd say, the Hand secondary. They've, on the passing, man in motion. Okay, pitch out wide to Sullivan. Sullivan is run out of bounds with about a 4-yard gain. They came to the short side. The blocks weren't able to hold, and Hand just forced out wide. Mac Dolan, Tommy Mallett coming up on the play. This is exciting. Neither team able to take too much of an advantage. As we said at halftime, statistics were fairly similar. The big thing being is the 30-yard offensive move that Guilford was able to mount first off to take it into pay dirt. Whistle blows. Hand defense takes their position. Timmy Hevesy, Mike Anderson, Matt Soper. Using a 3-man down front. Peter Lawler getting in. Guilford ready for the play. Takes it. Fake. Rolling to the right. He's got some room out there. And he's got the 1st down. Riggio did a keeper on that and probably made about 7 or 8 yards. So Guilford continues with the 1st downs. They're going to be taking the ball from about the 40, their own 42, moving it. Hand's defense is not able to hold them for the full four downs. Right now, Gumkowski comes out. Matt Soper comes out. Mac Dolan standing, getting ready to look at the anybody to come on his end of the field. We've got Lawler back. We've got Ryan Torres, and also sitting back here is Eric Hamill. Whistle, start the clock again. Guilford team moves towards the ball, takes their position, showing the man coming wide to the left, Chris Pearson. They also show a flanker right. Man in motion left. Okay, they do the dive to the center again, and it's gotten that one down, Pat, when they see that motion. 2nd down, and again, just about the full 10. Tomkowski goes back in. Chad Davis out. Mike Salmani comes out.
We got a second down again.
Mike has been in there. No wonder they didn't get anywhere in there with Big Mike in there. Mike eats a whole turkey all by himself.
Second down.
Okay. Guilford again showing flanker left, flanker right. Riggio takes the ball. Pass it, but reverse. Trick play to Stone. And he's hit, but not brought down by Dolan.
Benny Stone brings it close to the 48-yard line.
It's going to be third down and maybe 3 or 4 yards to go, but that was a reverse, and it worked quite well. Mac Dolan came up and tried to put a hit on, didn't quite do it. He's coming out. He may have taken it in the shoulder.
The ball is at the 48-yard line.
Okay, Timmy Hevesy in there. We need Timmy to come up big. Third down and 2 yards to go. What do you bet this is going to go to Mr. Muscle 32 Sullivan here? Yep, that's where they're going with it. Burrell hits him right at the line, and he's brought out of bounds by Timmy Hevesy, as we call it. You know, if I could call a lottery ticket like that, I'd be a millionaire. They might take this. They're 50-yard line, a yard to go for the first down, fourth and 1. They may do anything out here. The way they normally set up out there, they could very much hike the ball to their one of their up backs. They're showing that they're going to be punting the ball, but who's the man coming back here? This is not the normal punter, I don't think. Okay, they could hike short. They don't. Goes deep. They are punting. Ball goes up. It's going to come out of bounds by the look of it. Yes. 35, 36-yard line. Hand will pick the ball up. So, Hands was bending on defense, but they were able to stiffen it up. A couple of good plays by Hand on that. The last one primarily with the third down and about 3 yards to go, where we saw that Mike Burrell came up, and when he came up, he was able to put a stick on the running back, slow him down, and then Timmy Harris was able to come up and force him out of bounds. Hand coming left with Hamill. Hamill's got a little bit of room, little seam, not much, but he's got some. He's going to come for about 5 or 6. We'll see where the stick gets placed. But we came left to the right side, short side, as far as the field placement is. So I'd say he got a good 5 on that. Okay. And he's got to find the key to working this defense out here. They keep changing it around. Right now they're showing 4 men up front, 5 men back. But everybody close to the line of scrimmage. Quick handoff to Burrell. He's going to be up almost the first down. I don't think he quite got it. There'll be a little bit of a placement on that ball. Could be close. Though we just saw our 2 favorite Hand plays. Eric Hamill coming to the right off tackle, and then we just saw a quick dive by Mike Burrell for about 3-4 yards. So it's third down, about a yard to go. Hand's line is going to come off well, make their blocks. It's going to be tight. There's a lot of men on the line. Coming forward is Hamill. Did he make it? It's going to depend on the spot. It should be a spot that shows the first down. We're looking at the referee's foot. Good, it is a first down. That was a hard-won first down by Big Eric Hamill. The Ike and Mike backfield. Hamill and Burrell. Okay, Bobby Duggan coming out. Take a break. Quintapero coming to the right in the flank. Soper in. Okay, Hand looking for Quintapero all the time, and a little bit too long. Well, Mark Just is throwing a little bit long. He's just not quite up to speed out there. The receivers are basically open. They're playing them awful soft. They know that Hand's. We're playing all the way for the run, and they're just going to give Hand the pass if they can, if they have to. Playing the run all the way. So the Hand receivers are getting free if Mark can come up and get his accuracy down. Not an easy thing to do when you're the guy on the hot seat out there.
Second down.
2nd and 10. Here we go. Lawler in motion.
The basket dropping the back, looking out to his left.
And he's going, and he's got him. Okay, nice, beautiful pass. Absolutely super pass by Mark. If he can lock that in on a range and speed, hit Peter Lawler just perfectly as he turns around out on the flank. Peter got forward for the 10 yards, and so Hand now is across.
I got you.
For about the 4th time, across the Indians' territory. First down, about 49-yard line, minute 40 left in the game, in the period. flanker left, slot right. Hamill goes forward for about 3 hard-earned yards out there for Eric. He's getting beaten up pretty hard in there today because Guilford is doing nothing but playing for the run. Playing for the run all the way. If Hand could come up with a run where they fake in and they're able to seal off the ends, they'd be able to probably go for pay dirt on this wide side. All right, this is defense all the way in football. Thanksgiving Day football. Wind is now picking up probably about 10-15 miles an hour. Guinapero flanking. Lawler coming to the side. Okay, showing pass, looking it over in a heavy coverage. Holy smokes. Lawler was there with five players. Oh my goodness. I almost couldn't even see Lawler. There were so many green shirts back there. They recovered real well. They're playing for the run all the way, but they recovered quickly and followed Lawler. You know Lawler is got some pretty good sure hands out there. All right, 3rd down, passing situation. Mark goes back, goes short side. He's pressured hard. He throws it. And no good.
That's the backside end, 84.
Son of a gun.
84 is the backside.
Mark had not much chance on that. The Guilford team wants to say downing the ball because he threw it where nobody was, but they didn't get it. Andy Drennan coming out. So it's 4th down, punting situation. Tommy Hopkins got to be doing the honors back there. Tommy Mallett back to help him. Tommy, nice punt. Going driving back on the 5-yard line. And if he can take him down, we'll have him in good field position, not bad field position. Good for him. Okay, he was actually hit at first on the 5, but he got forward to about the 10. So, driven back deep in their territory, you've got the Guilford Indians going on offense. After, again, Hand was making their offense, their defense bend, but then they finally stiffened up again. So, numerous plays and out for Hand. Hand could get the passing game going a little bit. They could open it up. Right now, the heavy defense of the Indians is keeping Hand's running game down. Okay, Guilford attends the job on Hand at the line. Hands off to Sullivan. Sullivan going to the right. He's brought down after maybe yard, maybe 2. All right. Okay, they're giving him about 3 yards on that. Okay, the period runs out. It's going to be going to the 3rd period. The score is the same as it's been for the last half of the game. Guilford 6, Hand nothing.
Three is the center coming out over the ball. We got good field of quarterback.
Okay, here we go. Starting of the 4th period, Guilford ahead 6-0 from their 10-yard line. 14. Okay. D'Amato came up quickly, hit the line, and came through for about 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 5. Guilford working hard. Hand's defense wants to stiffen here and get the ball turned over if possible, one way or the other. Pick it up on downs or pick it up on turnover. Hand has not been able to force a turnover in the Indians. And during this season, they've had very few to be. Okay, tight end situation, 2 of them out there. This would be a go-to situation, right up the middle, nothing. 3rd down, nothing. All right, Hand's excited. Let's hope that turns the adrenaline on for Hand. They just are not showing any adrenaline push. Okay, 4th down and about 5. They've got to kick it out there. They're deep in their own territory. Eric Hellman's lining up around the 50. Peter Lawler's coming back to around the 40. Mike Samarni comes out. Mike Anderson is coming out. Okay, what we're looking for now, this is a position in Notre Dame, about the same situation where Eric Hamill picked the ball up and took it into pay dirt. And you know that Guilford does not want to get it in Eric Hamill's hands. Okay. The kick is away from Hamill as far as they can kick it. And it bounces out on the Guilford, the hand 45-yard line. Almost exactly. Okay, you can see exactly what they did. Kick it away from Eric. And I don't blame him for doing that at all. Nice kick by the Guilford punter. They're playing some good, strong, strategic football out there. Okay, now Hand's offense needs to crank up. There is room out there from the work. They've got to spread that defense. Right now, the defense is totally keying on them for rushing. Hand's got to open it up. And if Mark can hit like he did Lawler that last time, okay, go to center quickly. Lawler on a reverse. Nice play, about 6. But a 6-yard gain for Pete Lawler on it. Nice job. That play has worked twice in this game, once earlier and once now for some good yardage. Okay, Danny Guinapero coming out. And has got him on an attack now. 4th period, 10:27 on the clock. Matt Soper, Tommy Hopkins showing double tight end situation. Ready. The height. Hamill up the center for about 4. Close. Awful close for a first down. It's going to depend on where the spot is. I can't quite pick it up off the... It's right on the chalk for the 45-yard line. 3rd down in inches. Okay, here we go. Guilford defense knows they need to stiffen again right here. McHenry, the linebacker, has done one whale of a job on the hand players, and he's trying to rev them up out there.
We're going to third down and inches, the ball at the 45-yard line.
Okay, Hand gets ready on the balls, showing splits. Up the center with Burrell for the first down, and he gets a lot more. Drives for about another 7. Not only the first, but a 7 on top of that. Nice job by Big Mike. That was his upper body strength. He got the last 2 yards simply by stretching out, doing a bench press with about maybe 750 pounds. All right, Hand band cranks up. The faithful cheering him on. Mark Gumkowski comes up and caresses Timmy Hevesy. Takes the ball, hands out wide left. Hamill, he almost gets to the secondary, but he's close to this first down again. Anyway, close to 10-yard gain. The spot again, will it be a first? No, second down. Second down and maybe a yard, I'll give it. Nice job, hands, blockers, off the offensive line. They've got the men, they've got the tools, they can do it. Andy Drennan, Chad Davis on the left side. Coming again, Burrell, quick patch up the center. Another 4 or 5 yards for Mikey. We like it, Mikey. Keep going. Now he's put some insurance on that 1,000-yard season already. What do we think that he's looking like out there, Mike Burrell? I'd say he's running someplace up there around, he's got to be coming close to 40, 50 yards in the game. Okay. Okay, Hamill to the right. Not a heck of a lot. Blocks are being made, though. We need Rob Mason to take up a little slack in there and do his job. Rob the Mason. Okay, Danny Larragee coming out. Danny, the sophomore, recently honored as an all-conference player. Oh, Duggan going far right. In the slot, we've got Lawler, Hamill, and Burrell back. Pitch left. Out to Hamill. He takes a whole lot on his own. He's down there someplace inside the 20. Anyway, yeah, we'll make it about the 16. He's got to go to the 15 for a first. 3rd down and 3 to go. Hand on the drive, moving the ball. Timeout. Okay, huh?
7.5 minutes left. If they do this and convert it, they'll win by 1 or 2.
All right, Daniel Hand with the ball, with momentum starting to work for him. Hopefully, first down. Need three for the first. Give it to Burrell. He maybe makes 1. He's back down quickly. It's 4th down with a yard to go for Hand. Guilford came up strong on that with a host of players. Hand's working the left side, which is not something they normally do. Guilford has been all set for the right-hand moves. All right, 4th down. Hand's going for it. They've been stopped twice earlier in the game with this. Hand is looking. Hevesy gets to the ball. He grins across them at his competition. Drennan. Chad Davis, ready to go. Takes the ball. Hands it off to Burrell. Crashes forward. I don't think so. I don't think so. A little bit too long for that play. Guilford takes over. Hand's going to need to get it back with 7 minutes left. Did not quite work. Just shy of the 1st down. Guilford's defense is the one that really came through strong on that. And tried the standard Burrell up the middle on a dive play, and it got nowhere. Guilford expected absolutely nothing other than that play.
And 2 tackles in the A-gap. Same as we saw before when they were down.
Okay, Hand's defense on the field again. Wants to get that ball back. Needs to get that ball back. 6 minutes 45 left in the game. Sure. Okay, Hand has got to get that ball back. They've got to hold him to 3 and out. They're trying to spread the defense out there, but they're not going to put it up in danger. Hand stuffs the play. Okay, 2nd down and Singh. Okay, what we're going to look for here is going to be 2nd and 10. Passing situation. They've got the ball in the 15. Let's see what they do. Let's see if we get hurt if it's coming wide here to the right. They split another man out. 80 is going over the other end. We haven't seen him brought into the game as such. Nope. Well, he's got it. The quarterback's got the ball. Keep it. He comes. He's thrown for a sack by Tommy Hopkins. Coming up big. Tommy's job on his linebacker position was to come in, watch for that sort of play, and he did a nice job. Tommy comes up real big. 3rd down and about 12 yards to go. Okay, Salmani out. Big Mike helped stuff that center that time in good stead. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this. Let's watch this all the way. 3rd down and about 12, 13 yards to go. And needs to stop it. Okay, Ridgel back, looking past. No, he puts a draw. And it's Sullivan, and he's got the ball, and he's missed 4 or 5 tackles. Holy smokes. I don't think they got that first out there, but it was a draw play. It looked like the quarterback did a beautiful job faking that all the way. And 4th down territory here. I don't know if they're really too far down to chance it. It should be a punt situation unless they want to run a trick play on this. But that's too bad Hand wasn't able to get them a little bit shorter than that. Okay, they've got the way they line this up, they have players back. They haven't... 28. No, okay, on the ground on the snap. They kick it away from Hamel with a kick. Dropping on about the 44-yard line. All right, 42-yard line. It was a short punt. So Hand's got good field position out there right now. 4 minutes to go. Hand has got to mount it up and take it down. No time to waste. What an exciting ball game. There has been offense. Then there's been defense. Usually a score of 6-0 to say a very dull game, but both offensive teams have been able to usually mount something and get going and then sputter and stop due to good defense. Okay, Lawler in motion. Domkowski taking the ball, rolling. Coming, he's got some time. He tosses it out, and it's incomplete. Okay, that was coming out here to Danny Guinapero, but he was covered by a host of friends. The pass was there, but he was hit as the ball came to him, so he couldn't hold on to the ball. Okay, 2nd down and 10. Here we go. Band is cranking up again. Cheerleaders are trying to urge everybody on. Robbie Duggan coming wide left. All right, 3 minutes, 53 seconds. Guilford is looking tough. Got everybody close to the line except a couple. They're coming wide. Domkowski with the ball. Can he make it? He's going to try to bring it up himself. Goes out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain, so it's going to be third and about 5. Out of bounds, stops the clock. The flags are pretty stiff up there, so the ball is not going to help anybody. It's coming across the field out of the north. We got about a 7-yard gain on that. Nice job by Mark. So 3rd and 3. Chance to go. Split receiver heading to the right, and Duggan flanking far right. And with the ball, get it to Burrell up the middle, and he's breaking through. 2 men hit him, first down. First down by Burrell. Okay, Hand is going to have the ball now on roughly about the 22-yard line, 23, 24, something like that. The clock is still moving, 3:36 in the game. Hand's got to move these plays in and out and do snappy blocking out there. Okay, they stay alive. First down. Threatening. Duggan going far to the right-hand side. Okay, Hamill goes up in, and he's down about 3-4 yards on the gain on that. He's second down and about 7. Clock is still moving. 3 minutes. Coming up on 3 minutes. And is staying on the ground so far. Larragee comes out. Burrell back in. Hevesy gets up to the ball, looks it over, growls at it. Matt Soper, Chad Davis, Andy Drennan. Oh, he's going wide. He's got Lawler wide, out of bounds on about the 4-yard line. Yes, sir. Nice pass out there to Peter, Captain Peter Wallace Lawler. Carroll Mason Lawler's son. Woo! What a job. Big part to come up on. So Hand now is threatening first down and about the 4-yard line. As Peter, he was wide open out there. As we've been saying, that Guilford has been giving Hand the pass. If Mark could get it to him, and he did. Beautifully floated pass right into. Okay, Hamill up to the center.
2-yard line.
2:20 left. Now we got 2 yards to go. Second and about 2. Okay, far side is our hash mark. The ball's going to be lined up on. They're going to be playing Hand for run all the way. This would be a time for Hand to actually bring the ball to the right on a keeper. To the left, excuse me. The right side over this way. Be the time to bring it over, maybe.
Screen pass.
Don't have one. Yeah, Hand doesn't really play a screen pass, so we can't count on that today. Duggan's over here wide. Now they're going to look. Where are we going? Burrell up the middle, nothing. He's still pushing. He's not down, but they're going to call him stop.
The spot's on the 1.5, 2-yard line.
Holy smokes. Minute 31 left to go.
Outside
Third down. Holy mackerel. Clock is still moving. Minute 23 to go in this game. Hands behind 6-0 in this beautiful Thanksgiving Day game. Okay, here we go. Hands looking. Where are we going? Hand takes a toss to the right. Hamill's got it in! He's in! He's in! Eric Hamill takes it in. The game is now tied 6-6. All right, what we're looking at here now is Big Jimmy Willis. Big Jimmy getting in there now to tee the ball up and to kick it. Remember that block earlier in the game on the other touchdown by Guilford. The block, Rob Mason came through and threw a brick right through the point after man. Blocked the point after then. So Jimmy Willis, biggest kick of the year, 29 in a row. He's up. It's no good. No good. The game is tied 6-6. Holy smokes. Minute 7 seconds. Oh, goodness, I can't believe it. Jimmy Willis, who's been virtually foolproof all year long. Jimmy, we don't pick on you at all, guy. You've done a great job all year. But who would know the fates are alive in the Guilford field. Holy mackerel. Woo.
Both teams go to the state playoffs.
Oh. Holy mackerel, here we are. Everybody here in the press box is excited. The newspaper, the radio, WELI is going nuts as we are, the faithful. Exciting football game. If this game ends in a tie, if it ends in a tie and is allowed to end in a tie, both teams will end up going to the state tournament. What a, oh my word. Never has been a tie in the 20 years of this contest going on. There was a game a couple of years ago in the Mud Bowl right here in this field where Guilford beat Han, one of the 2 times Guilford's beaten Han. Again, it was 7-6. Guilford won that game. Everybody in the stadium is on the field, 6, 7, 8,000 people. Hopkins kicks, squibs it down the field, not wanting to get a run back. It's bobble a little bit down on the 25-yard line. Okay, 24, a minute, 3 seconds left. What is Guilford going to try to do with this? Are they going to try to come down fast, hard? Are they going to give it to Hertifor, who's been their good go-to man all year long? We've really only seen him take one. We've seen one man named Hertifor only once with one pass. Okay, he's coming wide. That's what they want to do. What Guilford's tactic will be is to try to get down the infield or shorten the field from, it was the draw play. They bring it down. The clock is going to be running. They call a timeout. Okay, here's the plan. They're going to try to shorten the field is what Guilford's going to do. Their man can hit field goals from inside the 30. And that means that starting on the 25, they really got a 55-yard field. 55-yard, they didn't start. I thought the timeout was made. Holy smokes. Okay, going back, looking pass. Hertifor's open. And he's got it short and met by Ryan Big D. Torres. Takes him down, was not able to keep him in play, though. There's 8 seconds on the clock. Guilford first down from there, about their 42-yard lines. Holy mackerel, out of bounds. They had a chance. People are mentioning how Guilford did not take the time out. I can't believe this time management out there because Guilford did have a chance to come down the field and then allow their field goal kicker a shot at the goal from about the 30. And they did have time with some quick outs and plays to do that. Holy smokes, I think we've had some time management problems out there. That's a big problem in business and big problem in sports. Big problem when you're trying to manage computers too, so here we go. Madison Cable TV bringing you this contest, which is phenomenal. Defensive battle, but offense has been out there too. The stats will show some pretty good offense. Let's see, what do we think we have here for Hamill and Burl so far in the game? Try to get some numbers out here. We know Peter Lauer had a couple of good runs on reverses from his flank position. And we know Pete has grabbed a couple of nice passes that really resulted, the last one, in the hand being able to get close enough for the touchdown. Okay, 3 seconds left on the clock. This ball game ends on a tie. Both teams will go all the way to the state tournament. One more game after this. Okay, showing a wishbone out there. Okay, Ridgeo, he's going to pass, going for Paydop all the way. Ball is deep, hand may get the interception, not quite. And the game should be over. The game is over. Holy mackerel, we've got a 6-6 tie ball game. I see some Guilford players out there being very dejected and all that stuff. They shouldn't be. They should be excited. So now the 20-year history of this game is 18 wins for Han, two losses for Han, and 1 tie. Where we are, 1993, tied on the last minute and a half of the game. Han able to come through and go into pay dirt with Mike Burrell scoring. Okay, what we're looking at now, we have total for Eric Hamill for the game is about 63 yards. Mike Burrell came up with 41. Mark Gankowski, 32 yards. Peter Lawler came in with about 34. And we have one whale of a ball game here today on Thanksgiving Day. And we're going to try to run this program for you throughout the weekend. For those who want to watch it, we're going to try to get this in the air roughly at 7 o'clock each night. Phenomenal game. I think Han had a hard time coming up in the first half. Guilford was able to take advantage of the miscue, the fumble in the first series of plays by Han and take it in for their 6 points. Rob Mason came up big, rushed the kicker and blocked the point after attempt. Then what we had, the loudest score of the game, very end of the game, when Han came down the field with good field position. Peter Lawler grabbed a great catch and a pass from Mark. And Han missed the point after. 6-6 for 6,000 to 8,000 people here at Guilford Field. We're going to sign off. And this is Madison Cable TV. Frank Tordoff bringing you the play-by-play. Steve Fust, the good doctor, doing all technical work, and stats by Mike Sexton. Thank you very much and have a great day.
We're off the